In meditation, we use observing to do subtraction. And the most classic example is observing breathing. One of the key skills in meditation is observing. Observing is inseparable from perceiving, and observing is seeing the change, while perceiving is knowing the essence. Observing is the foundation of perceiving, and perceiving is the result of observing. Therefore, observing and perceiving are often used together. The ability to observe is also one of the most important abilities in our lives, but many people lack this ability. The Chinese word observing is a combination of yu and jian, which can be understood as repeated and careful observation. How many times in life and work do you observe things carefully and repeatedly? If you can't observe the characteristics, how can you perceive the laws? In meditation, we use observation to do subtraction. And the most classic example is observing breathing. Breathing is something that comes with us from birth and accompanies us throughout our lives. In meditation, simply maintaining natural breathing is the best. In this way, observing breathing is also observing nature, and then allowing the breath to breathe naturally. We usually leave our consciousness in the ups and downs of breathing in the chest or abdomen. Of course, this is the case in the chest or abdomen, depending on the individual. The meaning of nature is that it is where it is, and we observe it there. If there is still someone who can find it, then they can also focus their awareness on the area between the mouth and nose. With the foundation of being capable of observing, being able to perceive comes naturally. When you observe a child shaking a cup of water, you can sense whether the water will spill out, and you can sense whether the paper and phone on the table are in danger. By anticipating the crisis, you can naturally respond timely and avoid its harm.